Hey, you guys. Welcome back to our channel, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All subscribers, old and new guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys, happy Saturday, okay? Like, happy weekend to you all. How you guys been? You guys, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend thus far. It is Saturday, you guys. A lot of you guys are just now waking up to Saturday, so I hope it's an amazing Saturday for you all. You guys, this week has definitely been, actually, you know what, this past couple of weeks has been weeks of transition for me. Just getting back to the change of the kids going back to school, changing my schedule around within the household in general, all the things, y'all. It's just been transitioning. It has been transitioning. You guys, I'm sorry that I wonder, let me see if this helps. Not really. I don't know. Sorry guys about the blurriness or whatever. It feels kind of foggish like, but it's fine. We're gonna deal with it for today. Okay. But yes, you guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you guys are going after it and you're doing the thing. Okay. You guys, as I've been on this whole transitioning period. Oh, and you guys, I know that this is not our norm. Oh no, I think I'm coming out. I know that this is not one of our norm. It's a normal live, but it's not. It's typically a little later in the day. But that's another thing that I'm also working on. Is hi Denise, welcome. I'm working on my schedule, even with everything, the house, and even with the channel, and just figuring out things that are gonna work for me with the new things I want to implement in my life right now. So I know that this live is usually a little later, but we're here now. And if you guys are catching the replay, thank you, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and thumbs up, and all of things. Okay. But yes, you guys, how have your weekend been? How you guys doing? How you doing, Denise? Thumbs up alive for me, girl. But yeah, so am I am doing well. You guys, I've just been implementing a lot of different things. And you guys, one of the things, okay, this is what I want to talk about today. One of the things that I have definitely been implementing is, I no longer pay attention to the things that do not serve me. Okay. And that goes in everything. That goes in my own thinking. That goes with friends. That goes with family members. That is everything. Like if it does not serve me, and not only if it does not serve me, you guys, but if for some reason it triggers my insecurities, and we all have insecurities, you know what I mean? No one is perfect, we all have some insecurity, but if it triggers me in some way, I'm not dwelling. I am no longer dwelling on the negative things. And sometimes, you guys, people will try you. They will try because they see you're trying to be peaceful. You're trying to live your happy-go-lucky life, and things will come about. And sometimes people are not aware, that they're even doing the things that they're doing. And really and truly, I am getting so good, y'all. I'm getting so good at nipping things in the bud. Like, I'm not going down that road with you. I am not going down the road with you. Okay. If you feel like for whatever reason you're right, I'm wrong, I don't have to be right. I don't have to be right. I just have to be at peace. Okay. So there you go. And I'm going to keep it pushing because really and truly, guys, I find that when you are, and then it has to do with our ego and our pride. And sometimes it's it's not it feels like it's you're losing or something when you're like, oh, I'm not going to continue on with this conversation. I'm not going to, I'm not going to let the person have the last word. All those things have to do with our ego and our pride. Okay. And I prefer my peace. I've learned that and I am living it. I prefer my peace over being right, because I can still be right. Just because you don't acknowledge that I'm right, or you want to keep pushing the situation, you want to keep pushing the subject that in the matter at hand, does not mean that I'm wrong. I'm just letting you have it. I'm letting you have it, and I'm gonna go by my merry way and keep my joy. I am no longer dealing with situations that do not serve me. They don't serve my joy. They don't increase my joy. They don't increase my happy. And you should not either, you guys. Like, far too many times we want to sit there and have arguments with people, go back and forth. And really and truly, you guys, some people already have it in their mind that they're right. You know what I mean? They have the rebuttal waiting, they have the scenario, they have the example. They already have it in their mind that they're right. So no matter what you do or say, prove, you're always going to be in the wrong for whatever reason in that situation. Why stress yourself out? Let them have it. Let them have the win, and you go about your business. Because really and truly, you have won. You are not sitting there dwelling and trying to prove something to somebody. And for what? For what? They don't care. They don't care that much. Some people just want to be right. Some people want to be right. Some people want to be heard. So you know what I mean. And really, and truly, and I don't believe it's like, oh, yeah, I'm being, like uppity about it or whatever, or I'm just I'm being some type of way. No, I am just securing my peace. Okay. I'm securing my peace of mind. Like, you want to be mad, you could be mad. You want to prove your point, say what you gotta say, but I'm done with the conversation. I'm done with I have checked out of the conversation, honey. And you guys, it's okay. It's okay to secure your happy. It's okay to prioritize your peace of mind over nonsense. Because a lot of times we're arguing over this nonsense. Hi, Marlene. Welcome. How are you? Congratulations. Congratulations, you guys. Oh, Marlene, it has made 2,000 subscribers. Thumbs up for her, guys. If you're catching the replay, definitely go check her out. Thanks, girl. I had to throw something on. Come on live. But yes, I'm just talking about, I've been transitioning this past couple of weeks, with the kids going back to school and just changing my lifestyle in general within the household. Just things I want to incorporate, whether it's health wise and just doing the things right. And and not only that, I have been really intentional about letting people basically have their say and their win. I am not going back to, I'm not battling with anybody. It's okay. My pride does not reside in the fact that you want to believe that I am right. If I believe I'm right, that's all that matters. But I'm not gonna go tick for tat and back and forth with anyone, because that irritates me. That irritates that's It's annoying. It's annoying. And for a long time, I've always felt like, well, no, I have to be heard. I have to say what I have to say. But there are those people, you guys, who don't care. You're gonna say what you're gonna say, and they want to be the last to say something. Okay. And that's for friends, that's for family, that's for lovers. I don't care who it is. Do not sit there and give away your peace and joy because you want to prove that you're right. Like, my ego my ego is beneath beneath my peace. Okay. Like, I'm cool okay, you want to be right, you can have that, you can have that. Okay. In the long run, time will tell. Time will tell. I don't have to sit there and argue with anyone and go back and forth about nothing. I You guys, when I tell you the amount of peace that I have found just by letting people say what they gotta say and go about my business. Okay, you don't believe me, or you feel like, and sometimes you guys, we have people in our lives who have double standards when it comes to boundaries. Yeah, yeah, girl, just leave, just leave. Like, I've been doing that all day. I've been doing that. Okay, I've just been leaving. Like, okay, like we're not gonna keep going on and on. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm done. And if you want the last word, you can. But I haven't heard the last word. I'm done. I'm over it. I am over it. And there are those people who have double standards when it comes to boundaries. Like oh, don't do this to me because yeah, yeah, yeah. But let some time fly by, and then they're doing the same thing to you, and then you bring it up, and it's like, well, no, there's always a rebuttal, there's always a reason behind it, like there's always this, that, and the other. You guys, don't go back and forth. Don't People who have double standards when it comes to boundaries, you better clock that and understand that they feel that they are more important than what you got going on. They're more important than you. Okay, their boundaries mean something to them, but means nothing when it comes to you. Like, it should be reciprocal. Like, I never thought, and I just came across this not too long ago. I didn't realize that people do that. I didn't realize, like, people actually have double standards sometimes when it comes to boundaries. Like, how dare you? Like, I'm not allowed to do this to you because it makes you feel a certain type of way or whatever, but yet and still you're gonna it is not the same thing. Like, you don't reciprocate. Like, mm-mm. You guys, pay attention to the people you surround yourself with. Okay, pay attention to the people, to how they treat you, and wise. Be wise. Use wisdom, but don't be in there having arguments and all the things, because it does nothing for you but age you. It does nothing to you but give you high blood pressure. Other things like, we have joy to find, we have happiness to endure. Okay, like, we are not out here trying to you know force people to basically take our side or understand what we're trying to say. Some people will not understand what you guys say, no matter what. No matter what. Okay, you have to prioritize yourself and your mental health by watching off those red flags, and not ignoring them. Guys, I really hate that this is so foggy. Is it just me? I think you can see it too. Can you see that, Marlene? Is it like really foggy? And I'm pretty sure because where I'm sitting, but I can't change that right now. But yeah, you guys, like, do not. I refuse. I refuse. That has definitely been something that I have implemented recently. Because I was that person where, because a lot of times when you're having not debates, but when you're having communication time with people, it's people that you are familiar with, people whether it's friends, family, or whatever, you know. And if you want to get your point across, it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing. You want to get your point across. You want to yeah. I don't know. I think it's because of where I'm sitting too, because the light is back there. It should be in front, but girl, it's fine for now. I think it's the camera. It might be the camera too. Yeah. But fix that on a different day. But yeah, you guys, like, I'm not gonna sit there with you anymore. I'm not gonna sit there and be basically debating, and like you refuse to see my point of view. I mean, it's not that I want to be right, but sometimes we are. I mean, nobody's wrong all the time, okay? And especially if it's something that let's say it's an experience. Like, if I've already experienced it, some people want to learn their own, and to each his own, to each their own. Do your thing, honey boo. However, I will not be sitting there with you going back and forth. You believe one thing, I believe one thing. Cool, let's leave it at that. I'm not gonna sit there and debate. You're gonna have to find somebody else. You have to find somebody else, because really and truly, I'm not gonna sit there and basically be fighting for fighting for my ego, fighting for my pride. No, I'm gonna fight for my peace and my calm. And that's not it. Debating with you over nonsense, that's not it. Okay, have a great day, Marlene. Yeah, that's not it for me. It's not it. I'm not gonna sit there and have a debate, about nonsense. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it, you guys. And I find that it has been really doing great for me. I've been really I've been really at peace this past couple of days, y'all. Like, y'all know I'm all about finding the joy, finding the peace. And I think as of late, because one thing to go after those things, but it's one thing to actually like really embody it and feel it and all the things, and I really feel like I have really been consumed by it. Like your girl has really been feeling the peace. I've been waking up feeling lighter. You know what I mean? And it's not just about, me, stretching doing my things in my body and doing a thing. I mean, that's definitely, that has definitely been a part of it. But however, like you guys, I am not having meaningless conversations anymore. I'm not having, I'm not dealing with it. I am getting to the point in my life where I am all I want is the peace. If you coming with me to peace and love and kindness, then cool. We can do that. We can roll. We can continue on. But if you have to be someone where I'll just deal with you on a, little by little basis or whatever, because I still, either want you in my life or whatever the case may be, or maybe we have to be in each other's lives. Who knows? You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's family. You know what I mean? And family is family. Um, and if you're not, if you're at a certain age where, you still have to be with your family, but whatever the case may be, it has nothing to do with age either. Like sometimes that's the situation, you know, but you do not have to sit there and fight and be on some, no, this is what it is. And no, this is what it is. Who cares? Who cares? Because as long as you know what you got going on, as long as you are, going about things how you need to go about things, then you're fine. If somebody doesn't want to take your advice, if somebody doesn't want to, listen when you got, what you're saying is the correct thing, it does nothing to you. Like it does nothing. It'll hurt your ego a little bit. It'll hurt your pride a little bit, perhaps. Those things are not more important than your peace of mind. Okay, because honey, there's been moments and times where you could sit there and you're going back and forth in your mind, having conversations over and over again, repeating the same thing, like why they say this and why they do that and yada yada yada. And like what's the point of this and yeah, and exactly what is the point? There is no point, you guys. There is no point to continuing on giving people, rent-free space in your mind, over nonsense, over trying to, over pride, over, ego. Like, and I'm sorry, that's all it is. That is all it is. When you have to make sure that your point is proven, you have to make sure that you get the last word and that you're right all the time and yada, like, give me a break. Like, nobody got time for that. I don't got time for that, honey. Like, I want to live my best happy life, Lord. I want to shine. I want to exude happiness and greatness. And I want to share that with others. I'm not sitting there with you debating about something that I already know is right. But if you want to go ahead and, basically, learn from your own mistakes or whatever, I get you, to each its own. Do your thing, but you're not dragging me down, down this, misery that you want me to go down with you because you want to sit there and basically debate on something. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that in 2025. We are glowing up. We are growing up. And and we are just, minding our business, drinking our water, stretching, okay, getting into our hobbies, and fulfilling up the commitments we've made to ourselves and going about our business and going about our business. We are minding our business and doing it well. We are not out here trying to debate and have conversation of endless conversations about meaningless things. And even sometimes if it's not meaningless, you guys, like it can be something important. It can be something important, but the the arguing, and or some people don't even want to say arguing, the the constant talk back and forth. The constant talk back and forth about something because someone has to be right. Boo, you can be right. I got things to do. Please be right. I got things to do. I got things to do. That is all that is. Like, I got things to do. I got smiles to put on my face and smiles to put on my baby's faces. And, I got a meal to cook. I have dreams to fulfill. And I'm not going to stay here and prove to you that no, what you said is what you said, and yada yada yada, and blah blah blah. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, you guys. We're not doing that. It's not worth it. It's so not worth it anymore. It's not worth it. Maybe that stuff was worth it when it was in high school, perhaps. Not even. Like, because really and truly, like at this, I feel like at this age, and not even this age, like this age and time, little arguments now they break out into like a whole shoot down, a whole, all this stuff. Like, it is not worth it. Like, my peace, my calm, my life, my livelihood, my family, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about making sure that I'm right. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I'm so sorry about this lighting. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. But yeah, you guys, like, I am not doing that. Like, that's not me. I'm not going. I have been so good at this transition. I'm telling you, nobody's coming to me with their nonsense and expect me to keep up with it. I'm not doing that. If you have something to say, and then I have something to say, and then you still got something to say after we basically kind of squashed it, or like, no. Some people, you guys, some people are intentional fighters. Like, they're intentional, they're argumentative. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for. That's what they exude. And they can't help themselves because they never try to. And I'm not sitting here. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. You got to find somebody else to debate with because, mm-mm. And I'm not gonna go in the shower and be having you all rent free in my mind, me thinking about what you said, having a whole other conversation with you in the shower by myself. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And you guys, that was me. Okay, I would have a whole other conversation, and oh, I should have said this too, and blah blah blah, and oh no, honey, mm-mm. We are about our calm and peace and enduring and, uplifting and glowing up and growing up and all the things. We are not about here to have meaningless, long, endless conversations and text messages over stuff that mean nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And the nothing is the argument part, because sometimes the conversations are meaningful, but the endless, fighting over, basically trying to prove a point, that is meaningless. That is so meaningless, you guys. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Learn sooner than later because your girl is just now, basically adapting that whole thing. I have adapted that thing, y'all. I have adopted it. Probably gonna name it. Like, I am definitely not going to be sitting there trying to prove my point to you. I'm not gonna sit there trying to prove my point to you. I'm not. I am not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna say what I have to say, and you take it, you leave it. That's up to you. That's up to you. And how dare I? How dare I? Feel like, because I don't basically. It's either I tap out or you tap out or we both tap out. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit. Like, we're both wrong if neither one of us are trying to tap out. If we're trying to sit there and prove our point and nail it in and drill it in your head, like, we're both wrong. We're both wrong, you know? And I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. You can be right. Your pride can be boosted up if you want to be. That's fine. You can have your pride. I'll have my peace. You can have your pride. I'll have my peace. Okay, that is how I am feeling about that. I want my peace and calm, my pride, and because you want me to be sitting there having debate so I can prove that I'm right and you can prove that you're right and all the things because you want to basically nail it into my skull that no, this is what this is. And you're, no, no, hunty, no, I got things to do. I got a pie in the oven or something. Yo, you guys do not let go of your peace. Do not let go of your peace over nonsense drama. And even if you smell a hint of it, you know what I mean? Even if you smell a hint of it, like it's time for you to bounce. It's time for you to go. Okay, it's time for you to go, and it's time for you to go make yourself better. If you still feel a certain type of way about the conversation, go find some joy. Go do something that's gonna make you forget about it and let go of it because it wasn't your battle to begin with. This person came in with a whole battle that had nothing to do with you. Okay, like no, we're not out here trying to prove ourselves to nobody but ourselves. Okay, they can keep their pride and feel like they won the argument or whatever, but you keep your peace. Okay? That's the war. They might have won the battle with, keeping, being, oh yeah, they right, fine. They won that battle. Whatever. But you won the war. You kept your peace, you kept your calm, and now you're about to go be happy and go skip along, like you're about to have a great weekend and all the things. Like forget all that. Like do not get caught up in trying to always prove yourself right because there are those people out there who are ready for it. They're just ready to just debate, and regardless if they can know that you're right. They may even know that you're right, but yet and still they want to prove, their case. And honey, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Especially now, because we are on a glow up. Okay, we're on a glow up. We're on a grow up. We are on our journey to being better, healthier, more loving, happy with our family, doing the things. We are not about here trying to have arguments with people, trying to prove our point, and then you're in there with them in the shower in your mind. If they rent free, just in the shower with you while you're having a whole conversation. You're in bed, you can't sleep because the conversation is still it's fresh in your mind. Like, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that, you guys. Like, it is time to let them win. Let them win. It don't matter. Like, let them have that. Okay. Let their pride and ego have it. Okay. Let them have it. You keep your peace. You keep your calm. You keep your joy. All right. Because time will tell. Time will tell. And whether time tells that you were right or they were right, it still don't matter. Because the point is, you kept your peace and calmness all that time. Okay. Like, it didn't shake you. Because y'all know we could be having these conversations with people and sometimes it starts off really well and calm, whatever, and then something comes up, and then it drags on and on and on, and it's a whole thing. You guys, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, you guys. We're gonna keep ourselves cool, calm, and collected. And people who are out here looking for drama, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like you being calm, peace, and calm and peaceful. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You guys keep your peace, keep your calm, find out, what you need to do to either let go of the people that are always bringing that kind of crap to you, or just limit the time that you're always around said people. Like, just limit yourself, you guys. Or cut the cord altogether. Cut the cord altogether. Period. Like, y'all, that has definitely been something that have been so intentional on these past couple of weeks. I tell you guys, I've been transitioning with the house and the kids and everything else, and incorporating different things into my lifestyle. And that has definitely been one of them, y'all. And I'm telling you, when I tell y'all, like, 2025 has been really good to your girl. Like, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like your girl has been doing her homework. Okay. And it's been really paying off. And I just hope you guys are doing that as well. I hope you guys are going after the things that you really want to go after to uplift you, do better and all the things. I'm gonna hold this up a little bit, guys, because it's like, yeah, I hope you guys are doing the things too so that you guys are feeling that you're feeling the pull of greatness, you're feeling happy, you're feeling joyful, you are going after your stuff, okay? You're not focused on ridiculous arguments with people, you're not focused on negativity, and you're not there swallowing it up, you know what I mean? Like, guys, there's so much more to life than you know the nonsense. There's so much more to life than the nonsense, you guys. Like, go after it. Go after it. Do your thing, okay? Do your thing, chicken wing. You know what I mean? Like, do not sit there dwelling and trying to talk to people and trying to prove a point. Like, it gets you nowhere. It definitely gets you nowhere. Huh? He's not in here. He's not here. No, no, not now. No, he's not in here. Look, he's in Sweepy's room. Y'all. I don't know, Journey. Bye. But yes, you guys, like, do not, like, don't let people suck you in like that. Okay? Because a lot of times, y'all, when I'm telling you, discernment, wisdom, use it. Use it. You ain't got none, pray for it. Like, know when to exit a conversation. Know when to exit a conversation. Okay? They can have their pride and ego. I will have my calm and peace any day. Okay? They want to say they won that, they got that. Cool. Like, it's fine. I'm still happy go lucky, honey. Like, I'm still calm and peaceful. And learn, okay? Pay attention to the cues. So you can see a conversation going left for whatever reason, okay? Like, secure your happy and bounce. Secure your happy and bounce. Okay? You guys have an amazing weekend. I hope you guys have something fun planned. I'm still working out the tweaks with my new scheduling and everything else I have going on. Today was a good day though. Like, I got everything done I want to get done. So tomorrow is not too crazy. I want to be able to rest really well tomorrow. Um, I may or may not come back on tomorrow. I'm not sure. But yeah, you guys, like, be blessed, like, feel good about yourself, feel good, whether you are, in conversations and situations where you feel like, dang, you got, or you know what I mean, like, you feel like you have so much more to say or whatever. Sometimes silence is the key to peacefulness. Okay, I'm not saying, you guys, you don't get me wrong and feel like I'm talking about, be a doormat and let people say they got to do it in any type of way, yada yada. Y'all know I'm not talking about that. Like, don't be a doormat, don't let people, get at you, you know what I mean, like. But at the same time, you don't have to get pulled into every single scenario, every single conflict. You don't have to get pulled like that. Don't be like what's it, a bushel weed that gets blown from tossed from back and forth everywhere when the wind blows. Don't do that to yourself. Don't allow people just to be, have you going every which way with your emotions and stuff, because they thrive off of that. They are thriving off of that. They want to be right, they want to be heard, but God forbid you're being heard. No, like, don't do it, guys. Don't be a tumbleweed, don't be a doormat. Just get some discernment, learn to when to just bounce. Learn when to bounce, learn when to just, okay, this conversation is not going where it needs to go, and I'm not feeling good about it anymore. So, okay, have a great day, or, now we all text, but whatever the case may be, you guys, like, get some discernment, get some growth, do things to grow you, to, embellish a greatness in you, other things, like, don't get caught up in nonsense, okay? Time is ticking, life's too short for the nonsense, okay? But yeah, you guys, have an amazing Saturday. Have an amazing weekend. I forgot, I didn't even tell you guys I was coming on this early today. Usually I post I'm coming on, but if you are catching the replay, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up the live, you guys, all the things. Um, hit the notification bell. You guys follow me on Instagram. And yeah, you guys be blessed, okay? Like, make intentional moves. Make intentional moves, you guys. And movements don't have to be like physical movements. Like, you know what I mean? Be intentional. Be intentional about what you got going on, what you want to see happen within you, outwardly, inwardly, all the things. Be intentional about you because you deserve it. Okay. And you don't deserve to be, tossed every which way with your emotions because people are bored or whatever the case may be. All right. You guys have a great day, have a great weekend, and all the things. And I'll catch you guys on another one. And yeah, find your joy or create it. Bloop.